Okay, here's some of our Colman gear from the troop, from our Boy Scout troop. A lot of it was donated, some was purchased by the troop years ago before I was Scoutmaster. I know some of these lanterns were donated. I don't know what year they are, but I'll just give you a little walk around of what we got, and then I'll get them opened up and we'll do another clip with them open and look at. At some point we're going to go through and restore a lot of them because they're pretty greasy and rusty, and you know, I'll try to get the paint to match even. Some of the stuff is newer. We actually got another. I got 2 3 burners with a stand. It's the first time I ever broke that out. Needs a little TLC. Needs some cleaning up. Actually needs another little rivet done because it's blown out. Some of the stuff is newer modeled. We use quite a bit. This one is extremely rusty. Considering all the grease we never cleaned out of it, you would think it would survive. This was donated too. We have never used it. It just needs a little cleaning up. And here's some of the fillers for this lantern here. We actually have another one of these, possibly 2 more of these. I can't locate them right now. I know we had more than just this one that took fuel. They're probably in here, you dumbass. Never mind me, I only had 1 coffee today. So let's get them opened up and then we'll show you what we got. For frick's sakes. Alright, so here we have it. 1 fuel one, 2 fuel ones. The other one over there I'll show you in a second. This one here, what was in the red container, has its own little fuel filler. I believe that one's got one too, so I got a couple of spares. Actually, one's still in the package here. I don't know how to figure out the date on some of this stuff. They don't look too old, obviously. Now this is a propane 2 burner. Like I said, we're going to clean these all up nice. I'm going to get some degreaser on them, get at them with a little steel wool, and then try to match the paint on them. Like I said, this is a propane one. 3 burner one here, one of 2. It's got the gas tank that hangs on this front here. It's got the 3 burners, which I like. Comes in handy, especially when you have a big pot and you got a smaller one you want to cook on. Instead of getting 2 stoves out, we can run off of 1. And we got this second one here, same thing. Everything needs to be cleaned up. You know, you put them away with a little bit of moisture and grease, and that's what you get here in the Northeast. I don't know about patent numbers, how you can tell dates possibly. I don't know. I suppose I can punch that all in maybe a Colman website or something and figure it out. We did pick up an upgrade. I remember buying this at Walmart. It converts these type of burners into a propane. That come in handy. This just slides on here, you know, in replace of this gas tank, and it's got a little spring to kind of hold it to the top here. That come in pretty handy. But I kind of like the gas ones, you know. The propane might be a little bit safer, but you burn through a shit ton of that unless you use a 20-pound tank of gas. I also got, when this was donated, this lantern, this might be the older of the 3 gas ones I got. Pardon the wind, it's extremely windy here in the Northeast today. This is Monday, I don't know what the date is, 24 maybe. You know, it's got the gas filler, looks in very good shape other than some tiny little rust. All this stuff can be cleaned up if I have the ambition and the time and a nice warm garage to do it in, but you know. I also got, the guy that donated those gave me one of those pipe support things that has, you can mount the light to the top, and it's got a little extra port that you can screw a like a stove into, and it hooks up to a 20-pound tank, but I can't seem to locate that. This stove here, which is extremely bad shape, it's going to take something to fix that. It's too embarrassing to even open this thing up to look at it. Oh, there you go. But I don't think it's as nice. It's kind of open to wind problems. You know, unlike these guys would have the sides on it. This one here was also donated. I don't even remember who donated it, but it's a little bit older. We've never used it. I got to get some you know, some fittings to hook up to some propane from the looks, and then you know, start using that. It's a nice size 2-burner. This is something I got years ago when we were tent camping with my wife before we had gotten married and had kids. Even after that we had kids. This is just a propane. I used to have a glass, but I put one of these screen ones in there. Just because of the nature of the way I stored it. I had a pop-up trail, and I used to bounce around pretty good, and every time I replaced the glass it broke. So I went with the screen. Seems to help. I bought this burner for ice fishing. Comes in handy. You know, I've upgraded to different burners now. I think you've seen in other videos, but this was also donated. It's a smaller propane light. Gives off the same brightness, but it's a little bit smaller, and gets extremely hot. But that's this was donated by a friend that used to seasonal camp with us in Plainfield. He was his son's an Eagle Scout in a troop down on the other end of the state of Mass here. So at some point, like I said, we're going to tear these down. I'll probably make you know, throw some clips into that in another video someday. But somewhere around here, Colin, or Kelson, is the one that needs a new rivet. Move your knee, please.
It's over.
Somewhere right over there, yeah. I mean, simple rivet in there. You know, it's, you know, hit it with some you know, some kind of a scrubby pad or something, and spray it up so it, you know, it stays nice and loose. And oh, I can't get up. Oh, freaking bones. So anyway, there's the 3-burner. I think Kelson's looking up a model number on
yeah, I'm not getting any.
Trying to find a possible year on them. Anybody leave a comment on how to look this stuff up, and then you know, some of this stuff is made in Canada, I believe. This lantern here is Colman, Canada. You know, I thought I saw that somewhere on here. Let's see. Yeah, it's got the French written on it. Made in USA, fabriqué Archie. Where the hell did I see Canada? Oh, now this sticker right here is made in, it says it's made in the US, which is probably the top port. So this canister, what holds the gas, says the Canadian Colman, Toronto. So that's interesting. So maybe they're, you know, it's sort of like my fucking camper over there. You know, it's a U.S. company with Chinese parts. You know, but whatever. Colman's a good product. You know, they're not going anywhere. And that's just, I think that's about it for the Colman's, the gear that we have for the troop. And you know, like I said, we'll probably make a video of some of this in operation and as a cleaning video or something, and restoring video or something. So that's it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Gonna clean that Colman stove up someday. Gonna take all the grease around it someday. Gonna get all set. Someday. I don't care, because my mom usually cleans my room up. Someday. Someday. This one here has got antlers that gotta be cinched down onto it. We don't know how to clean up, Mr. Auger. You gotta show us how to do it, Mr. Auger. One of these days, Mr. Auger. We're not gonna be having told everything to do. Supposed to be like a well-oiled machine every day. What we're gonna do is cover this shit up with a tarp. That's what someday.
Yeah, we freaking did. Look it, no blood.